Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here at Signature Esports, SETV out there on all of the social platforms. And you're going to be in for a treat tonight. The Red Light Rebellion, Kansas 300, brought to you by, of course, Rowdy Motorsports and the Red Light Rebellion. Joining me in the broadcast booth today, Joe Merenda. He is back for round number 2 for us. He joined me yesterday in qualifying. He's going to be out there enjoying what we're doing and helping me out I'm going to speak today.
I'm helping you out with stuttering. That's what I'm doing.
Statistics, and he's gonna do some play-by-play with me, color commentary, and a whole lot of fun. Of course, Joe, the father of the pole sitter, Marion Merenda, is going to be on the pole today. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, a whole lot of action. But before we get everything underway, we got to pause for our nation's anthem. I appreciate you guys very much out there as well. Good to hear everybody. Good to see everybody. Joe, we're going to have a hot night of racing right here. We've got the round of 8, race 1. Red Light Rebellion, Kansas 300. They're going to run 200 miles. Estimated fuel mileage on the cars at 65%. It's going to be roughly about 32 laps, and they're going to get 6 tire changes. So 7 sets of stickers altogether.
Jason, I'm so excited about this race. Round of 8, the field is getting tighter. We've got some really talented people on there, and young, talented people, I might add. Our pole sitter, Marion Merenda, with 6 poles on the season and 4 wins. Wayne Lowe is up there, too. He's got a win on the season. So it's going to be a tight field. We've seen some really good racing up to now.
All the way through the first season of the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. And, of course, we're going to have a lot of fun moving forward into 2021 when the season begins in January. Speaking of beginning, we're going to begin with the Red Light Rebellion Daytona 400. That's going to happen in January. You're going to see the Clash at Daytona right before that. Speaking of Red Light Rebellion, good segue into our special guests. They're going to be joining us in the broadcast booth on and off pretty much throughout the race as this exciting race is going to be unfolding. I've got Brandon and Brianna Vales. They are out of Arizona. They are Brandon is the director of Red Light Rebellion out there, and Brianna, she does a whole lot of work over there, of course, as well. Red Light Rebellion are advocates and basically one of the biggest informational pieces that I'm going to be able to use as a parent myself about how to be aware of sex trafficking and things involved. Welcome back to the broadcast booth. Brandon, you were with us yesterday, and Brianna for the first time.
Yeah, glad to be back. Thank you guys so much for having us. It's been cool to get to be a part of everything you guys are doing, and it looks like a lot of fun, and so we're super pumped to be a part of it.
Well, definitely a whole lot of fun. We started off, we asked a few questions of you yesterday, but now that I've got you both here, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Remind the new listeners out there what Red Light Rebellion is and what you guys do as we wait for these guys to grid.
Yeah, at Red Light Rebellion, we focus on awareness and prevention for sex trafficking in the United States. And so we hang out with students in their classroom and talk about what sex trafficking is, what it looks like, and how they can stay safe from it. And depending on how much time we have in a student's class, we'll spend anywhere from 1 day to 5 full days with the same group of students. And the longer we have, the more we're able to dive into more of the root issues, kind of slash mental health pieces and resiliency issues that help fortify students' resiliency to manipulation and create safety, not just for themselves, but to be able to have the awareness to look out for their friends and speak up for their peers as well.
Absolutely fantastic cause. In the link of the description of all of the broadcasts that we have here, where it's on Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube, there is a donate link down there. You can click that. It's going to be redlightrebellion.org/donate. Get there and donate to the cause. So we're here to raise awareness, and also these guys are privately funded. Let's go through the starting grid for the Red Light Rebellion Kansas 300. Mario Merenda, he's going to be your pole sitter again. He led basically the entire season in points, all but a couple of weeks. But he's going to start on the pole. Teammate Roswell Harlow, the fourth, the number 65. He's going to be out there as well. Joe Sanchez looking for a victory. He's been in the playoffs this entire time, and he has battled, but he's looking for his first win. Zach Camella out there in row 2. Shade Wyatt, Zach Rinker, that's going to be row 3 for you. Brandon Banks, Lane Bullock, the number 52, Rowdy Motorsports, he's out there. Eddie Hawks back in the field, Hawks Simworks, number 45, he's going to be there inside of Sean Conklin, the number 12. In row 5, Matt Jorgensen, Wayne Lowe is going to be there as well. Moving down to the rest of the field, Tony Kivett, Ken MacArthur, Brian Dublé, Lawson Peel, Robert Parrott, Chris Progar, Douglas Carlson, Eric Schaefer, Big Shafe's out there with Drinking Bros Racing, Jesse Priest, Josh Klinger, Michael Newbrow, Dan Fowley, they're all in there. Jake Elrod going to take up the rear of the field with Chris Bates and Kevin Hayes in front of him. Thank you to Michael Woolley. Thank you to Cody Kinsey out there. They are doing the calls from the field. And as it stands, we are going to be waiting for Fred the Flagman high above the stands here at Kansas at night. And we're green all the way through. So far, so good for everybody. There they go. 99 Amaro Merenda out front. Joe Sanchez right there on the tail. Shane Wyatt, Lights Out Esports team owner. He's going to be there in third. What a good push right there. Who's going to move it to the front? Who's going to try to make that field their own early on?
Sanchez, going for an early move down to the low side. I'm expecting that high side to come in a little bit later on in the evening. Nighttime track temperatures will come up. What do you think about that high side, Jason?
High side is the right side. That's what I say. You're going to be able to see a lot of moving and shaking going on. That's what if I was going to drive this track, which I have a time or two, I would utilize that high line early, save my tires, and have a fresh set of stickers at the end just in case there's a late caution.
It kind of looks like Merenda and Harlow are doing that. They're doing just that. They're staying up on the high side right now. I think, Rinker as well. They're starting to stay up high.
Well, as he makes the pass to lead right there, Joe Sanchez taking over, and he's going to start doing that. It looks like that's exactly what he's going to be doing. His, camera angles are switching on me. I don't like that. Stop switching. Stop switching.
Yeah, I was getting vertigo.
Good to see everybody out there. Thank you, Zach. I know it's e-racing, it's esports, it's what we do here, and we like it. Sanchez going to lead another lap. Let's go through the field real quick, see who's our biggest mover so far as we're 4 laps in to Kansas. Chris Bates, there he is, running the Red Light Rebellion logo, he's running the Monster Energy logo. Man, the camera panned over like that. That's not cool. We don't like that. We don't like that at all. There it is. There's the number 10. He is running into turn 3. He's up 5 spots from where he started. Douglas Carlson is who he's chasing down right there in the front of everything going on right there. Good run so far. Lap 5 being completed. Green flag conditions. I have to show the picture because it's Chris Bates, Lexington, Kentucky. His picture's a little low, but he's focused more on Jim the Donkey. That's his spotter. That's who we talk about right there.
That's his sponsor, huh?
That's his spotter. So if you got somebody to blame, that's who you're going to blame. Joe Sanchez out front by 15 one-hundredths of a second. Marion Merenda and teammates in line utilizing a high line. Newington, Kentucky native, the number 55, 26 years old, having a whole lot of fun and trying to enjoy a run for a championship. Good to see everybody out there continuing to post on social media, get those watch parties, get those shares, support a great cause, Red Light Rebellion, of course. Back into the scheme of things, and I want to utilize this wonderful, wonderful little thing that I set up just a moment ago. I say just a moment. We've got Brandon and Brianna with us over here, and they are representing Red Light Rebellion, a cause that every parent should be involved in. Switching the screens for you so that way you guys get a look at this wonderful couple joining us live via Discord. There they are. Absolutely. You guys are a beautiful little couple, man. I want to tell you that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Great fun. So let's talk about Red Light Rebellion as Joe Sanchez leads around here just a little bit. We were talking yesterday about how it works in the classroom and the impact that the bad word that I can't say because they'll flag my video has made on what you guys have done and how you guys have kind of stepped up to make that your own. Where do you guys see yourself in the future as far as like leadership and how you're trying to influence the community? And what kind of steps do you think that in the next 6 to 12 months, being that we're going to be post the 23-19, what do you guys think that's going to be able to, how are you going to be able to impact going forward?
I think that we really have focused. What makes us unique in anti-trafficking is that we specialize in awareness to Gen Z about sex trafficking. Other agencies, they have awareness included in everything else that they do to fight sex trafficking. We're very focused on awareness. And so I think that gives us an edge. So with everything that's happened this year and schools going virtual, we've adjusted our programs to be digital curriculum, which we are seeing a huge really a lot of opportunities and doors opening up for us. And so we've created a digital curriculum that schools are utilizing right now. Even though we personally can't be in the classrooms because of restrictions, they're still getting awareness, and the feedback we're getting from students is really amazing, which shows that the methodology that we're using and the way that we relate to this generation is actually working, even though it's virtual and not in person. And so that's been really cool. And we would love to be able to scale this on a national level and really be known for specializing in awareness about really hard topics like sex trafficking, mental health and resiliency, healthy relationships, exploitive media to this generation. And so with that, we'll be able to scale not only to students, but do continued education courses virtually for teachers and provide parent trainings as well for parents all over the country. And so that's really what we're looking at. Trying to figure out how to scale in a manageable way over the next 6 to 12 months.
What a great seat. I asked for an answer and they give me the best one that you could ask for. Absolutely fantastic. Let's get back to the race for just a moment. Lawson Peel up 8 spots. He is trying to truck his way to the front. That guy had a couple of wins in there for just a little bit and had to take a break off, so he missed the playoffs for that reason. The number 25 of Lawson Peel, he's up to 8th. Conklin in front of him. He's trying to track him down. That number 12, Unisim Racing. Chevy is on a tear. Man, oh man, man.
Lawson Peel, he is always a threat. If he's in the top 10, he's a contender to win just about every time I see him on the track. Sanchez right now also looking really sharp. Just noticing on the statistics, Joe Sanchez, even though he doesn't have a win pulled up, he is the all-time lap leader on the season with 442 laps led as of the start of this race. And he is just always a contender. He's always right there in the mix.
And he is running the hashtag Save the Children paint scheme out there. Rise up.
Gorgeous paint scheme.
And Red Light Rebellion on the back rear bumper of that. I'd say, I don't know, the rear bumper. It's actually right there by the splitter, or by the rear deck fin. So there's lots of things that we can call those. We got all kinds of acronyms for esports racing and eNASCAR and the Cup Series, and we just absolutely love it. If you haven't noticed, today NASCAR released the Truck Series schedule and the Xfinity Series schedule, so get out there and check that out. Go to NASCAR.com. We'll try to have a link for that up in the up on our website, signatureesports.com. Speaking of go to signatureesports.com, hit the shop page. Buy yourself one of those limited edition Red Light Rebellion Signature Esports t-shirts. Profits for that are going to go to Red Light Rebellion. And we've got about, I thought we sold 2 more last night. We only sold 1 more. So we sold 3 last night. So get out there and buy it and support the cause. All the profits are going to go to these guys over here, which we appreciate. All the hard work that they do. And you were talking about guts. It takes a lot of guts to do what you guys do. And it absolutely just, it thrills me to see a young couple, but also a young, caring couple that cares about the influence that that everything has on it. We're talking social media. We're talking, what you can't even walk down the street nowadays without thinking what's going to happen here. So my hat's off to you. You know, I do this as a way to be able to connect with people. And we were talking to Brandon last night about how I use this as an awareness, not just for here, but also for suicide prevention. We want to connect gamers. We want to connect people. We want to be a community that helps everybody out there. As we're looking at YouTube, Wild Palm Studios. Good luck, Mario from sunny Orlando, Florida. He is right there in P2. Started on the pole, and he's still running right there behind Joe Sanchez, running identical laps.
He's looking sharp. He's clean. He's consistent. He's really, Jason, you've commented earlier in the season how Mario has kind of evolved. He's become a student of the sport, and he just continues to grow and show patience for such a young age. Really quick, I had a question for our Red Light Rebellion specialists there. Since you guys are doing school-based curriculum, and obviously I would assume at the grade school level, have you noticed, I'm curious about this because I work during the week as a mental health professional, have you gotten, what demographic, what age range or grade have you gotten the most positive response from?
We actually were surprised to see that 7th and 8th graders love us. So our programs are appropriate for 7th through 12th grade, and we get great feedback everywhere we go. But the middle school students really, they get super pumped, like jumping around, jumping over desks. It's kind of really funny.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time in health classes, and that's probably the bulk of where our program is right now. But yeah, the junior high level, especially too, that's still an age where students, you can like talk them into doing things that are like fun for no reason at all, just because it's fun. And they're genuinely excited about it. So
they haven't grown up too much.
Yeah.
No one to impress.
Yeah.
I am so hoping that curriculum finds its way to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
So what kind of things? Give us an example of how you would teach these young people in the class. Do you guys have games to play, or is it just informational based, or how do you get their attention and keep their attention?
It's really fun.
We really create like a entire experience, more so is kind of how we talk about it. I mentioned a little bit the other day, but we bring in a PA system that I've used for groups of 500 people into a class of 35 kids. So like I bring in like a subwoofer that's 1,000 watts. And we, for sure, students are walking into their classroom. They're like, this is my boring teacher's class, but I feel like I'm walking into a club right now or something. And
we're bumping music the whole entire time when they're coming in or exiting the classroom.
Well,
and we have like...
That is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Well, I hate interjecting, but caution comes out.
Uh-oh.
On lap 22, Douglas Carlson, Dan Falley, Robert Parrott, looks like Schaefer involved. We're going to go back, take a look at what happened right here. Caution's brought to you by SDK Gaming. Douglas Carlson right there looks, Jorgensen came off the wall right there. Oh, collects
sure did.
Schaefer. Not quite. Oh, man. There's a wreck in the field. Man, oh, man. One more look at it right here. It's Eric Schaefer's point of view. Oh,
it looks like he just sailed almost like he lost a tire. He just shot right up into the wall to the right.
We'll go back. We'll look at it from that point of view. We're going to see Jorgensen right here. There's Matt Jorgensen. He was up into the wall. Nowhere for the 86. Oh,
there it
collects the
is.
97 up into the wall a little bit. Oh, a whole little spin job.
More was revealed.
The Air Force paint scheme made him sailing.
I think he's going to be all right, though. I don't think that damage was too severe.
Well, everybody's back on pit road, and we know that everybody wants some fresh Sunoco fuel and some feel goods, and it does look like Mario Merenda is going to be reaching out. Mario looked like he took 4 fresh tires and got a full fill up, so he's going to utilize that. Lap 24 is going to be completed under caution. The only person to stay out is going to be Chris Progard, the number 70, so he's going to lead a lap right here at Kansas.
That's good for him. Yeah, Mario has been really good at his pitch strategy. I think most of the guys from Lights Out have been doing really well on the pitch strategy. Merenda being 406 laps led on the season, and right behind him, Wayne Lowe at 221. So Sanchez, Lowe, and Merenda have been your season lap leaders. They have been looking really good and really consistent throughout the season. I am excited for this restart. I might be a little biased, trying to be impartial, Jason. It's very hard. Looking forward to Merenda on the restarts.
Well, I tell you what, I'm always excited about restarts because somebody undoubtedly is either going to get it right or they're going to get it wrong. And as much as I don't like cautions for the drivers in the field because, it's frustrating. You have to wait for your car to get fixed. There's lots of things that get involved in that. The way that I look at it is I kind of want to see the helicopter award go around. That's just my deal.
I am looking forward to a helicopter. I enjoy your helicopters immensely. Looks like Progar went into the pit, so Mario will be starting in the number 1 spot. Rinker on his outside. Well, I don't know. Mario might choose the outside.
Well, if we do have lane choice over here at the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series, and lane choice is priority. I mean, I would, if I were him, since you're going to have that little bit of an edge on the restart, they have to wait for the green flag, of course. If Mario's better than Rinker on the restart, I would definitely be trying to choose that line. 2 playoff drivers right there, the 99 and the 60. Lane Bullock's worked himself at that Rowdy Motorsports number 52. He's going to be there in 3rd. Sanchez is going to restart on the outside no matter how you look at it. And then the Toyota of Roswell Harlow, the number 65 teammate to the 99, he's going to be out there in 5th.
I could use a little Rowdy energy right now.
Oh, Rowdy Motorsports. Big special thank you to all of those guys out there. Speaking of thank yous, I've got to give thank yous to all of our sponsors over here at Signature Esports, and I just realized that I didn't do it. Red Light Rebellion, of course, our title sponsor for the Kansas race tonight. Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles. You can find them on eBay. You can find them on Amazon, but you can also find them on Facebook. Go give them a like and share for me. Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles. You have coins, stamps, cards, whatever you want to look at it, however you want to look at it. Go give them some business over there. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to be going here in just a moment. 46branding.com as well. FOURTY. Why? Because you need class and swag for all of you in mind. That's how they design it. Great things out there. 46branding.com. F it, let's have a beer. Facebook.com/FILHAB. Drinking Bros Racing. Rowdy Motorsports or Rowdy Energy. You're going to see that stuff all over the place here. The Paralyzed Veterans of Central Florida. Paralyzed Veterans of America, Central Florida chapter as well. We've got a whole bunch more. We'll mention more of them later. Pace car dives off. Mario Morena's out front. Rinker, Bullock, Sanchez, Harlow. That's going to be your top 5 as we go green, green, green. Once again, right here from Kansas.
And running Mario extends well on that restart. Rinker to the outside, falling back a little bit, but Sanchez going to give Rinker a little push there. No, he drops down into turn 1.
Outside line didn't go as fast as probably Joe Sanchez had wanted, and so he's going to slip down low after leading 18 laps so far. The 55 is low on the 52. Lane Bullock has Mario Merenda in his sights, but he's going to let that pass go. The 55 fast as they come around to the front stretch. 2x2, Wayne Lowe back there. Wayne Lowe, Wayne Chariot. Fast lane racing, they are 3 wide, but they're going to slip up and become 2 wide as now he's going to be there inside the 12 on the restart. Lap 28 being completed. Green flag conditions Fred the Flagman did his job. Well, Wayne, don't disappear. Don't disappear, Wayne. Don't do that.
Looks like Sanchez got a big run on Merenda. He just got around him effortlessly on that turn.
Maybe trying to conserve, maybe just trying to be patient. Kansas, the infamous bump and run done by, of course, Joey Logano into Matt Kenseth back in 2015. That
the infamous bump and run.
I call it it was in turn 1, so I have to call it infamous.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody out there on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. I see all of your streams going up. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, I gotta give a shout out to Ken Ostro, my longtime friend, watching with his family from Orlando, Florida, right now, and Mario's uncle Danny watching from Los Angeles right now.
Good fun going. I know that you said that your wife has watched my streams since pretty much the beginning, and she treats this like it's like he's actually in a car, which is kind of how these guys feel most of the time.
I'm hoping that's a good thing because Mario has aspirations to do the real thing one day. So maybe this is good training for her because, she's gripping holes into the armrest of the couch.
Wayne Lowe trying to go low. There he is, the number 34 inside the 52. I always like bringing up Wayne Lowe's car. I couldn't do it yesterday, but I'm going to try to do it today because I think I've got the cameras figured out. I just want to make sure. There it is. Are you a disabled driver? As he disappears just a little bit. I turned some volumes down. Are you a disabled driver and know a disabled driver? Sign up at Fast Lane Racing League. Make sure you go and check that out. Absolutely fantastic group. I didn't get to show it yesterday. That man right there is absolutely wonderful. Part of the playoff round of 8. They're getting up there. They're running. Man, oh man, it's getting tight. P2 under contention from the 34 of Wayne Lowe.
And Wayne Lowe is taking that bottom side by himself. He's going to jump in, squeezes right in between Sanchez and Merenda, because I think that high side is starting to come in. There's some heat in the tires now, and everybody's sticking to the high side.
Well, Mario Merenda right there trying to hold on to his position. We're going to ride along inside the cockpit of that young man. There he is. Look at that steering wheel. He sits kind of low in there, doesn't he?
He sits low in there. I wish I had a webcam on him in his sim rig right now because it's almost how he sits in the sim rig.
Fun. There is the young 99 Mario Merenda. He is holding on. Wayne blinking it out just a little bit, but Wayne is still holding on. He's trying to work his way in. Let's take a look at the playoff standings. That's going to be brought to you by KSDT CPA, home of our championship race, which is going to be Homestead Miami Speedway, as Lawson Peel's trying to contest for another position right there. Championship standings. Here is going to be the top 8 right there. Mario Merenda, Wayne Lowe, Brandon Banks, Joe Sanchez, Josh Klinger's in the mix, Zach Rinker, Jake Elrod, and Shane Wyatt. All of those guys are absolutely fantastic.
I think Wyatt is our other youngster, is he not?
Yep, 15 years old. That young man has been consistent. He wants a win, and he's trying his best. But Mario Merenda trying to go low right now. We're going to get rid of the championship standings. Those are the points so far. The 99 inside the 34 of Wayne Lowe right there. The 55 of Joe Sanchez coming around turn 3 into turn 4 to the front stretch.
Lawson Peel is creeping up on the low side there. He took a peek. Didn't have enough to get past Merenda on the low side. This is some exciting race. 6.
Racing going great so far. Lawson Peel, he comes down, almost gets loose. He was trying to make it 3 wide right there. What a good little run for him. Joe Sanchez way out front. Now it's starting to heat up. Black Horse Auto Transport. Speaking of Black Horse Auto Transport, Todd Klinger out there giving a hello to Heather Pacella out there. Pacella, if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, tuning in for the first time. I like all the new tuning in first timers. Josh Klinger, there's the number 17. He's got a little bit of front end nose damage collected up in some of that stuff, but he is currently running 18th, 4 positions up from where he started inside the round of 8, and he is still out there trying to compete. Shane Wyatt looks like, where is Shane? Where'd you go, my friend? Hopefully you're doing well. There he is, up to 11th. There is the number 1 KSDT CPA, number 1 in all of hearts, and sometimes gets the number 1 like Kyle Busch does. Outside of Brian, double treble, Dublé, the 00, right there for 10th as the one is trying to take that position away from the outside.
Shane White looking sharp, clean line through that corner there with the KSDT CPA paint scheme there. I am loving the paint schemes we're seeing today. That 88 car is looking sharp. One of our Red Light Rebellion paint schemes, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it's the cleanest one out there. He's speaking of clean drivers, the 88 has the lowest incident points of all the drivers in the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series through 11, 12 races now. So this is one of the cleanest drivers you're going to see out there. Usually he can do a burnout if he did win. So when he won, he got an incident point after he won, and he couldn't finish a burnout. So it was terrible.
That's not fair. They should turn incident points off after the checkered flag.
I agree. Kelly Pointer, you are not a first-time listener, but I do love you.
I thought I've seen that name, but you can't be a top fan and a first-time viewer. How do you do that?
Oh, man, Wayne Lowe got a little bit into the wall, got loose. He's going to lose some ground right there. I saw the relative. He was trying to make a pass on Lane Bullock, the number 52 right there. Joe Sanchez starting to pull away from the field, and he got a little bit loose, and he tapped the wall just a little bit, but he is back in the groove. Let's get back.
I don't know if Merenda checked up a little bit because Bullock got around him as well.
I think lap times are going to be the big one, but Wayne Lowe is going to be doing just fine. Patience is key. It's lap 41 of 200. There's going to be a long stretch where they're just going to have to just drive and continue to go. Kelly, you're absolutely amazing out there. I appreciate you, my friend. I believe I've got a little bit of clip-in going on right here by me. Oh, and then our volumes, we got to make sure that those are going. Holy goodness gracious.
You know, the race with a track like Kansas Motor Speedway, it is about patience, Jason. You're very much right about that. Settle into your groove, hit your marks. You got a lot of time here. A lot of racing left to do.
Well, they are just now through roughly about 75 laps, 80 laps, or 80 miles as they're continue to move around. They all pitted on lap 23. The only person that is off that pit cycle is going to be a lap better. Is going to be Chris Progar, the number 70. He pitted on lap 25. And I tell you what, lap 23, they're 20 laps into this run. They've got about 15 green on it. I'd say another 15 laps, we're going to see these guys starting to pit.
I was about to say, I don't have my track notes in front of me, but I believe Kansas was a 30 to 35 lap tire window, if I'm not mistaken.
30 to 35, and you're wishing for a caution.
Yeah, exactly.
But field strategy and pit cycles are going to be the biggest key. I'm digging the way that the line is working. I'm going to move back over to camera 3. I like camera 3 because it allows us to continue to move forward. Lane Bullock in P2. Joe Sanchez starting to separate he and himself from the rest of the field as they continue to run around Kansas. Rise up at 55. He's going to be there. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. Let's go back to our great couple because we know that they are patiently with us and patiently waiting. And, maybe we get a helicopter award out of all of this because last time we were talking, we had a caution. So we want to give out a helicopter award at one point or another.
Put our best into it that we can.
Love it. Advocates and support Red Light Rebellion. This is Brandon and Brianna Vales. They are out of Arizona trying to raise awareness for all the young people out there and the parents involved as well. And just doing a great job of doing it. RedLightRebellion.org /donate to support them. Also, SignatureEsports.com. Hit the shop page. Click the t-shirts. Find the Red Light Rebellion t-shirt. Buy that sucker. It's $25 plus shipping. And all the profits are going to go to these fine individuals right here. Now, Joe.
Yeah, my wife's going to yell at me, but I'm probably going to buy one.
I see.
It's a great design.
She can't yell at you for supporting a great cause. A great cause. So we were talking about what you guys are trying to do and how you're trying to accomplish it, and how, of course, the bad C word has affected that in the grand scheme of things of in person to basically streaming your lessons and things that how you're teaching these children and adolescents, teens, and some of these are young adults. But what I wanted to ask is, what is your ultimate goal? And I know it's kind of a laissez-faire question, an open-ended question. But what is the ultimate goal for Red Light Rebellion, and how do you think that can be achieved with not just with our platform, but how you're trying to reach that with other platforms as well? Because I want people to have the information. I want people to know where to go to find all of this and to be able to approach you guys anywhere out there that they can.
Yeah. I'll let Brianna take it in a second, but I'll just start by saying I think our ultimate ideal goal at Red Light Rebellion is to completely shut our doors and never have to exist again, because we did enough work that sex trafficking is not happening anymore. That would be the idealistic, perfect world situation.
Out of business.
Yeah.
So our ultimate goal is to stop sex trafficking before it even happens. So you've got law enforcement, you've got aftercare, you've got so many different areas of anti-trafficking that truly intervenes and puts the bad guys away and helps the survivors and the victims. And we really want to make sure that cycle can never continue again. That when a victim gets recovered out of sex trafficking and is on their journey of healing, that trafficker can never go back and get a new victim, because the youth are empowered with the information and awareness they need to stay safe and look out for one another. So that's like the ultimate goal and why we exist. And so we try to put as much information out there as possible, both in the classroom as well as online through social media. So we're on Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, although we're not very good dancers. We got a Snapchat account, and we just pump as much content as possible on there. We believe that about sex trafficking that's tailored specifically to this generation so they know what to do to stay safe is what's going to create prevention. And we're all about the prevention, not just flexing our knowledge about sex trafficking, but truly giving students the right information so that this does not happen to them.
Is your organization going to be moving into ancillary services such as like shelters or safe houses, things like that, early intervention? Not, I shouldn't say intervention, but like, if you've got somebody who's recovering from such a trauma, does that stuff exist in your area?
Geographically, yes, it does. In Phoenix, Arizona, we've actually got like a really robust network of anti-trafficking organizations. As far as us as Red Light Rebellion, our lane's very narrow, and in awareness and prevention, specifically to youth and the safe adults in their life. So we've partnered with aftercare programs. There's amazing detectives and law enforcement in the greater Phoenix area that we work with. And then it's cool too, because when we go into a classroom and a student is touched by the stories that we share, and they've got a story of their own, and they share that with us, because we're so well networked with the resources locally, we're able to plug them into the resources that they need for that healing process. So even though we don't provide that healing process ourselves, we help connect them with the right people that can help them.
Well, I tell you what, that right there is probably the next step for most people who want to be involved in this. And speaking of next steps, I want to make sure that we mention again, redlightrebellion.org/donate to donate to the cause out there. But also, they can get a hold of you on social media if they want to be a part of this as well. We want to talk about how to maybe they want to start a program like this in their community. How can they get a hold of you to be able to do so? Because we know that we have a lot of impactful parents out there that are really interested in the futures of their kids and the community. We're talking about having this step, that one step alleviated so that way you guys don't have to do this anymore. That right there is probably my favorite answer of anything that you guys have given us so far. So absolutely amazing, like perfect. Like I'm like, oh, all right, here's my wallet. Just let people know how to get a hold of you, because that's going to be the most important thing, especially if they want to start a program with Red Light Rebellion, and maybe they want to have an impact in their community. And you guys are privately funded, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
We're private donors, so we don't auction off grants or anything like that. It's just generous people that give. And one-time donations are great, but we're going to launch in the future a monthly giving campaign where people can give on a monthly basis. It's already set up, but we're going to have some fun perks with it. I think we're going to call it our Freedom Friends. And so those people can help sustain our programs and then give us the budget to be able to scale our programs as well.
That right there is where they need to be. So how can they get a hold of you? And because we got a battle heating up right here on 1 and 2. We want to make sure we
do.
Talk about that real quick. How can they get a hold of you?
Social media, Red Light Rebellion is our handle on everything, except for Twitter and Snapchat. It's Red Light Rebels. And then as far as starting their own thing in their place, we function solely off networking as far as getting connected to different places. And as we're building the infrastructure to expand nationwide, getting those contacts and even in touch in different places is would help us prep that whole process as well too.
So social media and then our website, redlightrebellion.org. If you message us on any of those platforms, it comes directly to us, and then we can answer any questions and even help get a program in your area.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful program. Red Light Rebellion, that's going to be where you need to find them. Guys, I'm going to let you pause and let you guys take a break. We'll talk to you again here in just a little while. We're going to get some racing. We're going to talk about these guys and give them some attention. You guys are able to see what I'm seeing, so definitely enjoy the show, and we'll see you guys here in just a little bit.
Thanks, Jason.
Oh, absolutely wonderful. The 55 of Joe Sanchez. Marion Merenda's tried to pass him a couple of times. We've been back and forth a little bit, and Mario is starting to gain that patience level. What is he going to do? There's Schaefer right there. Looks like the 55.
Look out for Big Shafe.
55 coming to pit road. Looks like he's coming early. There's the 25. Pit cycles starting to happen. Whoop. Little black screen of death there. Apologies. That was actually just my mouse scrolling over something.
Jason, I was noticing with Merenda coming out of turn 2 into the backstretch, he sucks right up to Sanchez's back bumper, but it then stalls out after that, and that could just be that how aero dependent these cars are. He can't get out of the slipstream and make that pass going into 3 and 4. I'm not sure what pit strategy Merenda is on. He won't even tell me, and I'm his dad.
Well, that's okay. He's got to keep secrets because some of these guys are actually listening to the broadcast right now. So they are in there driving, and they they drive while we do what we do.
Not unlike real life, isn't it?
No, not at all. Not at all. All right, here's a word from one of our sponsors, Black Horse Auto Transport. If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Black Horse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Black Horse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Black Horse Auto Transport or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740. Of course, Black Horse Auto Transport, Mr. Klinger. Mario Merenda coming to pit road. Does look like he's going to lead a couple of laps. Roswell Harlow, teammate coming to pit road as well. Wayne Lowe. I think we're going to have the last 10 drivers that haven't hit pit cycles yet. They're going to come back out and do that. A whole lot of folks on pit road right now, and they are getting busy. That's Roswell Harlow. Zach Camella's going to lead. Oh, goodness. There he goes.
There we go. Green flag, pit stop, cycling through. This is going to be really interesting. Of course, it's always, when do you pit? Do you think there's going to be a caution? Do you roll the dice? You make that green flag pit stop strategy. And I say we're going to see more long green flag runs at this track. You've got multi-groove here at this track. It's just as long as you're patient, I think we're going to see a long green flag run.
Well, after pit stops and the way it cycles around, Lawson Peel's going to come around. He's going to lead here as everything starts to change. My goodness.
I may have spoken too soon about the lack of cautions.
They were buckled up and holding on for dear life. My goodness.
This is going to be really interesting how this plays out. Jason, if you don't mind, I got another shout out to do. It's interesting. This is esports in light of the recent bad news that I understand we cannot mention. I think we could call it Voldemort. How about that?
Yeah, we'll call it Voldemort. I like that.
He who cannot be named. In the wake of Voldemort, e-racing, esports has just taken off so much. And, Merenda's family is really getting involved and cheering him on now. His grandparents in Orlando are watching. This has been a lot of fun to watch. The graphics quality, the physics of it all. It's really been enjoyable to watch. Jason and SCTV, you guys are doing a fantastic job. I just wanted to say that, and thank you for letting me be a part of it tonight.
Of course, that's what we're here for. We're here to grow as a platform, but we're also here to grow as a community, and we want to be community-minded. Justin Ratkovich out there, this is amazing. Congrats to RLR for rocking it. You guys are getting shout-outs out there. That's absolutely amazing. That's what we want. We want all of our platforms to come together and be a unification across all platforms. I do this for... Whenever I didn't think that I was going to be doing this whenever Voldemort happened, but I will tell you that I've enjoyed the growing process, and I've enjoyed how this has developed into something very, very fun and very entertaining. And, of course, the ultimate goal is for us to be a money-making platform, to be able to give back. But, so far it's been a platform that I've been able to give more than I've had to, be able to receive, which is
Jason, sorry to interrupt you, but a three-way battle forming here. I just noticed that Sanchez dropping down way low, getting on the inside of Lawson Peel. He was trying to get around, and Conklin waiting right there to make a move as well. So sorry to interrupt you there, Jason, but that was looking exciting.
You're perfect. I was watching it as well, watching it unfold. How's it going to happen? Because the 25, he is up next to that wall, about a foot and a half off of the wall, and Sanchez, he might want to just go back and hold off for just a moment, because that upper line has came in and it is as fast as you could ever ask for.
And by the way, shout out on the Facebook feed there to Kelly. She said, my favorite broadcaster, but I don't know if she meant you or me.
That's a he. Kelly drives with me every once in a while.
Oh, it's a he. Well, my bad. I can't tell that on the Facebook chat.
No, it's all good. Kelly drives in iRacing, but also watches pretty much everything that we do on SCTV. Signature Esports, of course, on all the platforms out there. Remember, give us a like on Facebook. Give us a big old share out there. Smash the follow button. Smash all of that stuff on YouTube, on Twitch. You can host the streams. We don't just do iRacing. iRacing kind of gives us our bread and butter, and I have to give a big shout out there to the platform that got me started, and that's going to be Elite Sim Racing. I know that they're in their playoffs as well. Brandon Fronopole and all the group out there. Brandon Fronopole is the owner of 46 Branding, by the way. He's the one that helped me get my start out there, and I have to give a big shout out as Joe Sanchez passes Lawson Peel for the lead right there, and I believe Sean Conklin might be edging his nose out there to try to make a pass here in just a moment as well. But a big shout out to those guys out there for what they do. Oh, Sanchez blinking in and out. Where'd Sanchez go? Don't blink, Sanchez. My goodness.
We can't have that. No blinkies.
Connection value starting to change. Maybe something happening there, but no, I definitely want to. I give credit where credit is due. I didn't get here by myself. I have a lot of people that supported me. I have people that don't support me, and I'm okay with that. But at the end of the day, the ultimate goal is to be aware of everybody, as these guys are now catching lap traffic. Eric Schaefer going a lap down. Man, oh man, the 25 looks like he's scraping the wall.
Conklin's getting a little impatient there. He's been giving a little bit of the chrome horn there to the backside appeal. I think he's wanting to make a move. He's looking for a line that works. But that's just something I've noticed in iRacing. I've noticed it in real life. At some of these 1.5 miles with the arrow push, you can get right up on them, but then when it comes time to make the pass, you come up short.
It drops that, whoa, a little nose to tail from the 12 to the 99. As soon as you drop that nose out, what happens is that all that air presses down on that splitter, and it immediately drops that vehicle a couple of miles an hour. So all that momentum you think you're gaining, man, I tell you what, it's not necessarily the gain that you're thinking you're going to have.
Okay, Merenda's getting back into the mix here, because now he is all over the back bumper of Conklin, the way Conklin was on the backside appeal. It is looking really good here for the top four.
Let's take a look. We're going to take a look at the pit strategy in the bottom right hand of your screen right there. Sanchez, 13 laps on his tires. Merenda, Harlow, and Bullock, those guys are now approaching 10 to 11, so he's got a couple of extra laps to play with. and that's going to make up a much longer run for him. So whenever it comes to the change later on, whenever they come into the next pit cycle, the pit strategy, that right there will absolutely come into factor, because these guys are going to run a couple of extra laps, and they're going to continue trying to extend that as they continue to go forward.
Yep, I would agree. Tire strategy, pit strategy is key. I was curious to know how long they would push the green flag run, Jason, because I'm not familiar with just how much Kansas chews up the tires, or if these guys even set up their cars for the long run.
Well, they did have a caution in between there, so that restart did give them about 40 laps. I say 40 laps is probably about as far as you're going to be able to push it on fuel. Because these cars are loaded with 65% fuel. They're not loaded all the way with fuel. So these guys are definitely going to be having there. I want to mention somebody out there, Kevin Hayes, the number 42, the AMD Store MI Technology Ryzen Ford Mustang. That guy right there, up 14 positions from where he started. I'm sorry, 13 now, as he's chasing down Eddie Hawks.
But he's a mover.
He is completely holding his own. Driver off, the biggest driver that's dropped off right now is going to be Zach Camelo, the number 39, and that is due to pit cycles right there. As we're going to get rid of the thing right there. There's the battle box for the 14. Jesse Priest blinking just a little bit. Red Light Rebellion, he's got a chrome paint scheme. Digging that one right there. Red Light Rebellion all over the top of that.
I'm loving the outpouring of support for Red Light Rebellion. The paint schemes are looking fantastic. Man, this field is really starting to stretch out. We had that caution, I believe it was like lap 25. We're approaching lap 78 of 200. A lot of racing left to go. Things are starting to spread out a little bit, I would say, from fifth on back, but still tight race for the top four.
Joe Sanchez, rise up, save the children, number 55. That works for Sherwin-Williams. And what an incredible drive off so far. Mario Merenda making a low line pass. I saw that. He's got Lawson Peel right there to his outside. You see the high line on the exit of 2 right there on the backstretch. That is how much ground you lose.
Merenda just backed way off the throttle. They're going into the turn.
And you see the like I say, at the upper line, I'm telling you, once the tires come in, once the track comes in, once the temperatures cool down, that right there is the big run. Once you drop low, you better stick it, and you better hope that you have somebody to clear, because if you don't, you're going to end up, one, you can get loose, or 2, you can end up up into the wall, and we don't want to see that. Joe Sanchez having a little bit of connection issues, it looks like, out there. Lawson Peels in second. Sean Conklin in third. The Unisim Racing Chevy Camaro ZL1, he is right there to the back bumper of the 25. 25 doing a great job of holding everybody off, though.
Yes, he is. Peel is totally on defense right now, and Sanchez is loving that. That is gonna cause Sanchez to pull away with Peel working defense. But I'm telling you, bold prediction for the race here. I think this is the battle you're going to see with 10 to go. Is these 4 drivers right here, barring anything catastrophic.
Barring anything catastrophic, which we see. Oh man, Lawson Peel, he got up into the wall on the exit of 2. When they came around to the backstretch, and then he tapped the wall again in turn 3. Lost some ground. The 12 was trying to go to the inside. Now Marion Merenda is going to capitalize on the 12, trying to go to the low side. And looks like Sean Conklin and Marion Merenda are going to swap spots for just a moment. Lawson Peel, look like Joe Sanchez having some internet issues. He's going to drop back. And he's relinquishing the lead for that purpose, trying to get his internet situated. Lawson Peel, Marion Merenda, Sean Conklin, that's going to be your top 3, as now Merenda's going to try to battle for that open lead position. Lawson Peel came in at the same time as Joe Sanchez. Marion Merenda on the freshest tires of the top 4. Roswell Harlow, he is tracking him down. He's got the 52 of Lane Bullock right behind him, the 65 machine, 4 seconds off the race leader. Zach Rinker not far off as well.
These connection issues, they remind me of the equivalent of going a cylinder down in real life.
Pretty much, because if you blink out and the track blinks out, guess what happens? Wall.
Bye-bye.
Wall. All right, Lawson Peel stretching the lead. He's getting out there and warming his legs up because I think that right side is doing all right. Alan Darth, go Ken MacArthur, getting some love. Kara Dublé, double trouble, double zeros wife. He is up to 11th. There he is.
Double bubble.
Double trouble, red light rebellion all over it. Double bubble, bubble gum. That's what they were talking about. But Dublé, he is doing all right. He's got Ken MacArthur searching out in front of him, but Ken still out there to run. He is going to continue to run, supporting it. He's in 23rd. But
he's a great singer too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, that's Bublé. Excuse me.
That's Michael Bublé. Yes.
I got it wrong.
Kara out there on, she gets on all the platforms, and I do love it. Sherry Lopez, thank you very much for what you do out there. Appreciate you. Make sure if you get the opportunity, throw the stars in the book. And if you're on Facebook, we do enjoy that. We try to make sure that we give all those alerts. My alert box was working for a day, and now it's not working at all. I don't get it.
We need stars. We love stars.
Those stars go a long way, and they help all of the platforms make money. Ooh, Eddie Hawks right there. Look at him go.
Nice move for Hawks.
Eddie Hawks trying to track down the 00 of Brian Dublé. Speaking of Eddie Hawks, there he is. That number 45, he's got the Paralyzed Veterans of America Central Florida chapter. We made an announcement that they were going to be our Xfinity Series sponsor for 2021, but they have now switched positions, and the PVACF is actually going to be the sponsor for the Cup Series. So the full-on all-season Cup Series sponsor, the Paralyzed Veterans of America Central Florida chapter, is going to be the Cup Series sponsor for next season, which is going to get ready to get underway here very shortly. Recruitment race is coming very shortly, and the 97 might have some damage, but I tell you what, Ken MacArthur's still looking strong out there. He's still able to run. There's Robert Parrott, the number 38. He's back there, and he's going down. Joe Sanchez on pit road.
I was just going to say there was a development there. I saw Sanchez dropping way back. MacArthur is holding his own also. That was looking good. Merenda has gotten around Peel again for the top spot.
Joe Sanchez's race to lose, but now goes a lap down to the 99 of Mario Merenda. Lawson Peel is now almost a full second off. Is now green flag. Cycles are going to be the big key. We've only had one caution. And what a race. Daryl Paget out there, my man. That is the man of the hour, Australia's most famous iRacing driver. Oh, Merenda blinking. Don't blink, Merenda. Man, don't. What's up with the leaders blinking? Don't do that.
That's about.
Lawson Peel with the strongest connection. We're going to hold on to him for just a moment as Merenda blinks in and out just a little bit. We're going to see what's going to transpire of this. Hopefully the internet holds up. I know that you guys are on shared. Come on, Ken MacArthur, Leah Ledesman, Darth says.
Yeah, we're actually on a dual band. We're on a dual band router, Jason. I made sure that I was on the other band just to make sure this doesn't happen.
Wait. Hey, that's what matters. That's what matters. If you can still see what I'm doing, then you guys are still pretty good. So I haven't seen anything drop out as far as my end goes. So we're all good. We're all good. No lost frames.
Dublé up in the top 10 now. Like that. He's trying to run down Sean White in the number 1 car.
Brandon Banks, the number 88. He's got tar all over that car. Look at it go. Lap 92 being completed under green flag conditions. Now, this is a longer race, folks, so that's one of the things. We're getting down to the wire. This is the third race away from the championship. The race 1 of the round of 8. We have 2 more races left in the season after this one. And I tell you what, it's going to be very, very interesting. Eric Schaefer out there still running, trying to hold on and continue to put laps down, hold on to another position. Shane White inside the top 10. He just needs to finish better than the playoff points leaders right now, so that is going to be very, very important.
Wondering when the next window is going to open for green flag pit stops.
Well, pit stops going. Pit strategy, bottom right-hand corner of your screen. We're going to see it in the next 7 laps. I guarantee it.
That's what I was thinking. My prediction was right at the halfway point. Cross flags go up in the air at lap 100. I think that's when we're going to see it.
Kara Dublé out there, and it really bites when you have a top car and the internet won't work. I know. Trust me, I know. I've been there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're going to take a look at it. Joe Sanchez might have gotten something fixed because he is back. He is back. And he's back, and not only is he back, but he's got, he's definitely got some things. Wayne Lowe seems to have, I don't know if that's accurate because it says that Wayne Lowe has got 71 laps on his pit cycle. That doesn't seem right at all.
If that's the case, I want to know what his secret is.
I want to know what the fuel. I want to know what the hack is. Now, Wayne Lowe came in on lap 63. That's inaccurate according to the bottom right. But that is he came in for fuel only, so it's 71 laps on his tires. That's what you're seeing. Never mind.
Okay.
I had a button checked.
It's going to say the NASCAR inspectors may want to look at those tires after the race. I don't know.
I might want to bring up the API for cheating and double check. Not possible. Mario Merenda out front by 4 seconds over Sean Conklin as that extra 3 laps that he ran on those tires really, really mattered. And somebody who is catching up, though, Joe Sanchez. He went a lap or 2 down, and I take that back. He is 2 laps down right now. And because he's 2 laps down, every lap that he is trying to put between he and Mario Merenda, and he is starting to catch him on the relative. We're going to take a look at
I thought he was 3 laps down. I'm showing Sanchez as 3 laps down in 22nd. I might be looking at that wrong.
Well, it depends on where they're crossing the start-finish line. So yes,
gotcha.
I have the live timing screen on my far left upper monitor, and it's telling me that he's running Mario Merenda down by almost 1.5 seconds at a time. And the only thing that I wish that SDK would do is give me a relative position from this driver to the leader and the comparable timing. I can do live timing time delta data, or I'm sorry, the lap time data, but it only gives the driver behind, not the driver in front. So
Sanchez is looking really good, Jason. He is on a tear right now, and he's got to be worked up over this because he's looked good. His car has been good, but he's got enough time to get himself back. With if we get some cautions, with some careful use of the lucky dog, he could still be a factor in this race.
Well, definitely, and it definitely can be a factor. He had to load back in, so now he's got lap traffic right there. I wonder if he's hoping for a caution because now. He just gained a lap back from Mario Merenda. I wonder if he's going to try to drive another lap around because Mario's going to have to find himself in the pit road cycle here in just a moment. And if he doesn't, then I'll tell you what, that right there is going to be an issue. Wayne Lowe on pit road, Brian Dublé on pit road, Mario Merenda, he's going to lead around. You're going to see him come to pit road now.
There he goes. Cross flags in the air. 100 laps down. 100 to go.
There it is. Pit strategy. That was 36 laps on those tires. So he ran 4 less than he did last time. And now he's going to cross the start-finish line on pit road. So that's going to give an opportunity for these drivers to really play a factor. Chris Progar coming to pit road. Looks like everybody hitting pit road now. And we're going to start seeing the cycles really pan out. Lawson Peel put it on lap 95, so assuming that everything goes the right way, he's going to come back in, and he's going to have, or I'm sorry, he's not going to come back in. He's going to have the lead when it cycles back around.
That is definitely what it's looking like.
New race leader, though, Tony Kivet. He came around. He's leading a lap.
Little Jack and Coke on a Thursday night for Mr. Kivet.
CJ Munier out there giving a let's go rowdy boys. The 4 of Tony Kivet. He leads around. Chris Bates, he's going to come on the pit road as well. Michael Newbrow, he's coming to pit road. There is that young man.
Over in the YouTube channel there, Wild Palm Studios saying shake and bake. I like that.
Shake and bake. Gotta love it. 56, Michael Newbrow coming to pit road. Lawson Peel resumes the lead. And after it's all said and done, I do think that first car off the lead lap, we're going to check that in just a moment. That's going to be last car on the lead lap is going to be Zach Camella currently. And as it shakes around, Joe Sanchez is going to be just a lap down.
He is definitely working his way back up.
Well, now the factor that he has is he's got a whole lot of racing left to do. He's got at least 2 more pit stops. And in that time, he's got to make up a lap the entire time. And now the leaders have, we got Marion Merenda. He's on fresher tires. He's 5.5 seconds behind Lawson Peel. And losing a little bit of ground. Lap traffic about to be one of the contentions that they're going to have to watch as they come around turn 1 into turn 2. Lawson Peel utilizing lap traffic to try to keep Merenda at bay.
And also, I mean, in contrast, that lap traffic can also be a factor in keeping Peel from extending his lead, depending on how much lap traffic is in front of him.
Bottom of your screen right there, that's Lawson Peel and Mario Merenda. Lawson Peel pitted on lap 95. Mario Merenda pitted on lap 100, right there at the halfway mark. And you're going to see the gap distance. Now, if it's green, that means Merenda ran a better lap. If it's orange, that means, I'm sorry, if it's, yes, I'm right in that.
You're right, Jason.
And if it's orange, Peel, I was sitting there telling myself I was going backwards there. If it's orange, that means that Peel is pulling away. So that right there is where you're going to be keeping an eye on for the top 2, because Mario Merenda is still trying to extend his lead. He's got Sean Conklin not far off of him. There is the young man, Conklin, the 12. He is right behind the 42 of Kevin Hayes, who's now 2 laps down according to Pit Cycles. And he's really trying to put a pressure on Mario Merenda. Conklin running better laps. You see him right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, Conklin was going to be a factor in this race. Peel does not surprise me that he's up front. He's very clean. He's very, very solid driver. Merenda trying to close that gap right now. He's just now getting into the 5-second range. I think he's trying to get into that 4. And he does so.
And what he is really, really pushing is you see Lawson Peel. I do believe that right there was a wall tap, because that is the only way that justifies a 0.2 of a drop. Somebody had to have gotten into the wall or gotten in the way, and which is fine. You have to navigate this track 0.4 of a second now for Lawson Peel. He's losing a lot of ground. Right behind him, though, Josh Klinger. There's a playoff driver. He's the first car off the lead lap right now. Black Horse Auto Transport, number 17, running 11th. As Lawson Peel, Mario Merenda, Sean Conklin, Wayne Lozak, Rinker. That's going to be your top 5. Bullock, Harlow, Wyatt, Dublé, and Hawks. Great race so far. You ain't kidding it, Kara. My goodness.
Been an enjoyable race. Good long green flag runs where you could really get a look at the talent of the drivers, looking at these lap times and the delta. I mean, this is I mean, qualifying last night was going to be a good indication of this, Jason. What was it? I believe 7 1,000ths of a second separated the top 9 positions.
Oh, yeah. Some of them were almost virtual ties. The only way that it could be separated was by the top, by their out lap time. So it was incredible to see. Great race so far. There's the Black Horse Auto Transport, number 17, Oceanside Cleaner driver of Josh Klinger. He is out there. He's got a great little scheme going on right there. A little matte to chrome finish, little glossy blue. Duke University student, originally from California, living in North Carolina. Famed son of the man Todd Klinger, owner of Black Horse Auto Transport. Mark Harris, he missed the track today. That's the team owner of that team.
A little chrome reminds me of the glory days of Darrell Waltrip with his chrome number and chrome rims. And I noticed his number is DW's old number of 17.
Yeah. Definitely loves that number. Kelly, I see you sending me messages out there.
Shout outs also, just getting wind of this. Watch parties happening here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Mario's siblings are watching here in Tulsa, and his other sibling in Salt Lake City, Utah, watching with her fellow college students at their dormitory there, University of Utah. Well, they've got a house, but yeah, it's out there in Utah.
The gap between Mario Merenda and Lawson Peel is shrank by almost 2 seconds as the laps start counting down. Lap 112 of 200 underway right here from the virtual Kansas iRacing spectacle. Kansas is still my favorite track because it's the closest one I'm to.
Yeah, we usually do Texas Motor Speedway. I believe, depending on what happens with Voldemort in 2021, we're going to try to hit Kansas this coming year.
Kansas is a good track. Actually, in 2015, when the infamous bump and run came, I was actually there with Jesse. We were there, and man, it was such a great race. But I tell you what, never give anybody a racetrack they can fall asleep at, because there was so much green flag run there that we were tired. I was tired for sure.
I got to share a good track story with you. Just last year, Mario turned 16 in October of last year, and as a 16th birthday present, took him to Road Atlanta for the Petit Le Mans season finale. And the day after, we got to be guests of Richard Childress Racing with hot passes and pit box access to the Talladega race that had gotten rain delayed. And we got to meet several drivers during that rain delay, one of which was Joey Logano. He made a really fun video with me that we sent back to my wife, who's a Joey Logano fan. It's always such a good time at a NASCAR race. And if anybody has not done it yet, I encourage you to make the pilgrimage, do it. It's a good time.
Lap traffic starting to slow down Mario Merenda as some of the guys on fresher tires behind him are starting to get around him. But Mario Merenda trying to navigate what is going on right there. There's the 17 and the 4 tackling each other. Mario trying to pull within 1.5 seconds of Lawson Peel. Lawson, I would be just off the throttle, just kind of chilling for a little bit and then saving those tires, trying to come back out and be on the right strategy there at the end. Whoa, somebody...
Who's begging for a caution right now?
Oh, I believe any one of them. I know for a fact that there's one guy himself up to 19th behind Brandon Banks, 2 playoff drivers who found themselves a couple of laps down or a lap down from the rest of the field. Brandon Banks and Joe Sanchez, they want to be back on the lead lap, like with you can taste it how bad they want to be there.
Absolutely. And I think if we do at lap 117 of 200, Jason, a caution anytime, in the next few laps, they will become a factor at the finish of this race.
But as it stands, not yet.
Not yet. No, not yet. This is all wishful thinking on their part, I would think.
I agree. 10 cars on the lead lap right now. Moving all the way back, it's going to be a few more than that. As some of these cars that we got Tony Kivitt, he is trying to catch up to Lawson Peel right now and pass him to get a lap back. But Tony Kivitt pitted on lap 101, and he is finally in the relative enough to get some of that time back. He's trying to get there to go around Mario Merenda. Mario is picking up the pace. He is within 1.2 seconds of Lawson Peel. Tony Kivitt in 11th, first car off the lead lap.
He is definitely closing every single lap. He is making that gap just a little bit smaller, and I'm getting excited. I'm getting a little worked up over here, Jason, because I'm not sure what's going to happen. Is he gonna do another green flag pit stop with Peel, without Peel, caution? This is getting me crazy.
Well, Lawson Peel is going to have to pit at least 3 to 5 laps before Mario Merenda does, and as long as he can run the fast laps, he'll be fine. Last lap for Lawson Peel, a 31.48. Mario Merenda, a 31.20. So now he's within striking distance.
He's going to start getting into the slipstream here next lap.
Hector Lopez. Yep.
Great minds think alike.
You and I both. He dinged me. It dinged me over here. I was like, wow, there he is. But yes, Hector Lopez, proud of Red Light Rebellion. Keep up the great work. And we're going to bring them back in here in just a little bit. We're going to let them talk to you one more time and let you guys have a few moments, probably within the next pit cycle. We want to see how things start lining up here as Mario Merenda starts to track down the 99. And as they do, we're going to take you to our feature, which is going to be the Sounds of iRacing, brought to you by Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles.
Crank it up.
Bulldog Sports Cars and Collectibles, of course, find them on Amazon, on eBay, and they're on Facebook. We're going to tune our mics. You turn your volume up. There is the hard look of Mario Merenda, stone cold, a tight grip on the steering wheel. You would think this is a simulator. Still running P2. He tried to make a move there for just a moment on Lawson Peel, and then lost a little bit of ground as Lawson gained back, and now he's just settled into the draft. And I would probably be doing the same thing here. It's about winning. It's not necessarily about the laps led here as they continue to move forward. I would think that he knows that Lawson's got to come into pit road a couple of laps before him. Just sit back, just relax. There's 9 seconds between he and third place. They just relax for a little bit.
Well, Mario has told this to me before. He is not about points racing at this point.
Josh and Jake will be at Road Atlanta on the 29th, having some fun with Josh's real race car. I know. You know what? You guys got to send me pictures.
I'm jealous.
We got to put that stuff on our Facebook page so we can support those drivers. Kelly Poinier, thank you for providing awesome entertainment, but more importantly, calling Red Light Rebellion Guardian Angels, and absolutely Wonderful compliment to have for those guys. And do believe that pit cycles are about to be a factor.
Merenda on the high side.
Lawson Peel coming to pit road, so he's
Yep,
going
there he
to forfeit the lead. Marion Merenda has. Well, there's Jake Elrod, Black Horse Auto Trade. We're speaking of Jake. There he is. He got some fresh tires. Look at him go.
Yeah, I knew a couple of drivers had gone in already, so this will be a factor here as far as guys trying to get their laps back. But this is some of this gap. I mean, 22 seconds to Sean Wyatt in 8th place. There's got to be a lot of guys here right now just really hoping for a caution and kind of group this thing up.
Sean Conklin on pit road. He's using the same pit strategy as Lawson Peel. Right now, Mario Merenda, he's out front on the front stretch. He's putting a few drivers all the way to 8th now, down a lap.
But as we know, this will cycle through.
Oh, as it does. It always does. Lap 132 being completed. Green flag conditions for Mario Merenda. He's trying to put a couple of more laps between he and the rest of the field. And the biggest heartbreak that I've seen so far is going to be Joe Sanchez, still in P22. He's trying to gain some of that ground on the 80 of Matt Jorgensen. So he's really, really, really working it. Mario Merenda still running his laps out there. Let's see. Our good friends out there with Red Light Rebellion are going to be ready in just a moment. I do see that Brandon stepped away for just a moment, but we can talk to Brianna. Let's see. There she is. I heard the dink. Guys, welcome back to the race. Have you guys been watching? Have you been watching the battles going on here?
Yes.
We have. It seems like it's been pretty cutthroat between 3 or 4 of those cars that have been up in the front the whole time. Yeah.
Well, I do think that Mario Merenda is trying to lap the field. I think that's the goal.
He just got around Dublé in the 00, as a matter of fact.
But the 55 of Joe Sanchez, I want to check. I was going to check pit strategy, but I won't be able to see Joe Sanchez's last pit cycle. But I am going to look over here and see what the live timing says. Put it on lap 123, so he pitted 12 laps ago, and he's ready to try to get some of that time back on fresher tires than the 99. He's still having internet issues. I'm not going to panic.
Yeah, he's still blinking a bit, but he's flying.
Definitely trying to get around, trying to gain some of that time back by driving around him. And Mario Merenda is there. Wayne Lowe, 15 seconds off. Zach Rinker, Lane Bullock, Harlow. That's going to be your top 5. Shane Wyatt, the number 1 in 6th. So he's the last car in the lead lap, 24 seconds down.
It looks like Mario is definitely working towards a long pit strategy. He is going in later than everybody else, it looks like.
Actually, I hear it now. There he is.
There he goes.
He's got actually 2 laps less on these tires than he put on the last stint.
Huh.
So not a bad. All right, pit cycles are getting underway. We're going to see who's going to be leading here in just a moment as Lawson Peel's starting to climb back around and get in front of everybody. Roswell Harlow looks like he is out there to run a little bit. He's on pit road. Shane Wyatt, we're going to see what is going to happen with him. He might get out there. He might lead for a little bit. I don't blame him. Get himself out there. Round of 8 driver, the number 1, really, really, really trying to keep his sponsors happy, KSD, TCPAs, and of course sponsors, Red Light Rebellion. Guys, we were talking about you earlier, and those who have joined later in the stream, because some folks do, they join just a little later so that we can watch the last half of the race just like they do in real life. Perfectly fine with that. This is Brandon and Brianna Vales. We're going to actually switch over because I want people to be able to see you guys again. Here we are. There it is. Yeah. Hey, there they are. They're all right there. Hi, everybody. Hey, big old love. Shane White coming to pit road. Tony Kivitz in first, so he's going to lead. Man, see, that pit strategy worked for Tony. Just saying. But all right, Lawson Peel tracking down Tony Kivett. That's where the lead's going to change. And now we're going to go back to this fine couple right here being quoted, and I quote Kelly Poinier out there on Facebook, Guardian Angels. In the cause that they do, Red Light Rebellion, This is their race, the Kansas 300. Of course, you guys are from Arizona, and that's where most of your educational benefits come from for the schools and the districts that you're involved in there. And we talked about going to redlightrebellion.org/donate to be a one-time contributor, or if you want to be involved in more involved in them, you can also message them there on Facebook, all the social media platforms. But the biggest thing I want to do is I want to let them talk about what they are doing again, how they impact their community, and the overall goal of what Red Light Rebellion is. So go ahead, guys.
So we exist to prevent sex trafficking from happening to young people. So the way we do that, going into classrooms, posting awareness on social media, getting involved in any student-based agency, we are all about teaching kids what sex trafficking is, what it looks like, and how to stay safe. So not only can they keep themselves safe, but they can look out for the people around them. And then we do trainings for the safe adults in their life as well, whether that's parents or teacher trainings, things like that. We take them through a roller coaster of emotions in our presentations. Brandon brings in like speakers and a sub, and we blast music, and we do activities and discussions, and get really deep and talk about really heavy, even awkward things. But also really let students know that their past doesn't define them. It doesn't matter what has happened in their life. They matter no matter what. So whether they've already experienced something like sex trafficking and exploitation, or if they didn't even know it existed until we got there, just talking about human beings' inherent value that we're all worth fighting for, we believe is a really powerful message.
Well, the positive message that I gain out of it is that you guys are absolutely 100% what Kelly says. Guardian Angels in the field that you're in takes a lot of guts to do what you do, and my hat's off to you. I served in the military for a little while, and you guys have more guts than I do, and I will tell you that was
I guess so.
I will second that.
Sanchez, I'm going to answer a question real quick on Facebook. What happened to Sanchez? Sanchez had a little bit of internet issues, I think, and he gave up the lead, came down to pit road. I think he got it fixed, and he came back out here to run. And so that's what happened with him. He went a couple of laps down. Our race controllers make sure that if you have internet issues, that you have to get them taken care of, so that way we don't cause problems with the rest of the field. Shane White trying to get a lap back from Lawson Peel right there. Lawson still out front. Man, that's close racing. Ooh, he's going to disrupt the draft. That number one is the teammate of the 99 of Merenda. Now, the lap times right now are not that much different between Lawson Peel and the 99, so we're going to see how long he can hold on to that lead as Lawson drops back.
I want to point out also, Jason, that when the green flag pit stop cycled, Peel had a 7-second lead, and Merenda's already closed that gap, and Conklin is actually closing as well.
Conklin is kicking butt, taking names. 6 laps is the difference. Lawson Peel pitted on lap 130. Mario Merenda pitted on lap 136. So maybe Lawson pitting a little bit, maybe a lap or two too soon, because it's allowing that change. The 25 and the 42, there's the 56 of Michael Newbrow trying to get around and get a lap back as well. I'm telling you, Kevin Hayes, he's impressed me all race long. The fine folks on your left to the side of your screen, that's Brandon and Brianna Vales of Red Light Rebellion. This is the race Rowdy Motorsports. That's the team here in Signature Esports. Speaking of representatives of that, there's Brandon Banks, a playoff driver, the number 88 in all of one of my favorite numbers to drive, of course. But he is out there representing your brand and, of course, Rowdy Motorsports team out there. And these guys came to me and they asked, can we do this? And I said, why shouldn't we do this? It's not about can we, it's why shouldn't we do this? So
absolutely.
My hat's off to the both of you. Fantastic race so far from all of this field, and great ambassadors for the cause that you have. And I've got questions. I could ask you questions for days, and I know that I sent you a couple of a list of like 8 or 9 of them, but let's pick one from there. What do you say that your constituents or your beneficiaries, basically the people involved with you, would say is the best thing about your organization?
That's a great question. I think from the student standpoint, I think they really appreciate us coming in and talking about some of the hard stuff. As I've been like watching like the race, I've also been looking at some of the responses we've gotten from this week's digital curriculum with students, and a lot of them are like, hey, this was like kind of awkward, but thank you for talking about it because no one else is, and this is stuff that we're actually like facing and going through, and we need to know this information and that there's resources out there for us. So I think from the student standpoint, that's definitely what they're the most thankful for from us.
I think that is awesome.
Yeah, it's been cool. We even have gotten stories like that prove prevention as well. We give out red flag cards of a trafficker and of a victim every presentation we do. And a couple years ago, we got a student saying that she'd been talking with a guy online that she ended up realizing fit a lot of the warning signs of a trafficker. And because of that red flag card in our presentation, she was able to recognize it, block him, then messaged us and said, thank you so much for coming to my school and possibly saving my life. So it's really amazing to see the impact of that. And I think that like our donors and the other adults that support us both financially and get us into schools and spread awareness online, I think they're seeing the power of that awareness and the value in that. And so we can't do what we do without the amazing support of those people. And so like people like Ken MacArthur that like made this whole like sponsorship happen, which is amazing. I know you guys had shouted out like Justin Rakovich, Sherry and Hector Lopez, like those are like the people in the community that really, really make what we do possible. We can't do it without the donors and the people volunteering and the people that are networking us with classrooms and students and other student-based agencies. And so I think it's really amazing to have all of that support from so many people.
I have to say, really quick, Jason, and sorry, what touched on me with what you just said with the awareness being so important and having what one of those kids said, the awkward conversation. I don't think we realize just how smart our kids can be. I work in substance abuse, and the average age to have that conversation is getting younger and younger, and it needs to be. And it's been said to me, a very wise person said to me a long time ago, you cannot have the smartest kid on the block too dumb to know what's going on. And we need to have that type of conversation with our kids and encourage them to not be afraid to ask the questions.
Yeah.
And being willing to answer those questions and not be awkward about it. I think that's something that so many parents struggle with. Like they know these are important conversations and they just don't know how to go about them. And so that's why we're always excited to do parent trainings and provide resources too for parents, because the technology students are facing, the challenges students are facing now is on a level that's so different than any generation before. Even Gen Z, I feel so different from our generation of millennials in that sense. And so I think that, having those awkward conversations and providing resources to help families navigate that is really powerful. And the work that you do is powerful in that as well.
So Kelly Pointer, we're going to ask, he asked the question out there. So how do people who have money, how can they help this cause? And also how can people who don't have money help this cause? Taking Q&A from our groups out there.
I like that. Good question, Kelly.
Yeah, definitely. Just our website, @rebellion
.org.
Sorry, I forgot the part. /donate is a place to fund the fight for freedom there. Definitely monthly giving is what we're moving towards and what sustains us, but any donation really is amazing as well too.
And we raise our own salaries as missionaries too. So any donation that you make that's not designated to a missionary position goes 100% back to the programs. We have very little to no overhead because our office space is donated, and so you know that your money is going back straight to awareness. And then for those that might not have the finances to be able to donate on a monthly or even a one-time donation, spreading the word as much as possible. So going on our Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, any of our social media platforms, and if you just search Red Light Rebellion, all three separate words, it'll pop right up. You'll see our fist logo, and then sharing the posts that we make. That truly is powerful. One of our survivor friends, as she was trafficked as a teenager, but didn't realize what sex trafficking was and never heard about it until she was an adult with a family and children. Saw a post on Facebook that her friend posted about sex trafficking, read it and realized, oh my gosh, that's what happened to me when I was in high school. For the first time realized it. And then from that has gone through an amazing journey of healing and recovery from the trauma that she's experienced. So we never know what something as simple as a post on social media, the impact that that's going to have.
That's exactly right. You got to utilize that like button, utilize that retweet button. And the social media is that's the platform in this day and age.
I will tell you that if you guys are out there, you need to go to Red Light Rebellion, RED, put this space in there, put the LIGHT, put that space in there, and then if you forget how to spell rebellion like I did 7 times the other day, REBELLION, make sure that you go and you hit that, smash that like, smash that share, go on there and just blow their social media up, because this is going to be up here forever. Not only is it going to be up here forever, but it's going to be on Roku, it's going to be on Amazon TV, it's going to be on Fire TV, it's going to be on the Apple TV. So all of this stuff is going to be out there forever. When you are listening to this, you need to go out there. You need to support the cause. You need to go to redlightrebellion.org/donate. Donate to the cause. Set up a monthly. Do whatever you can to do. Get a hold of these folks and get them some awareness materials, because money goes a long way, but you know what? Their support, having the streams, having everybody take care of them, that's going to be the biggest factor that's going to help them out as well. So donate the monetary funds, but get this message out there for the rest of the field. We know that you guys know that my voice is the voice of Signature Esports, and I'm going to continue to push mental health. I'm going to continue to push connectivity. I'm going to continue to push things that impact all of that's out there. So my personal message to all the listeners out there that are listening to this right now is to make sure that you get out there and you give yourself the education and the awareness. And the best way to do it is to use the tools. And these guys are the best kind of tool that you could ever ask for, because they have the knowledge. They have everything at their disposal when it comes to being able to stand up to this problem that I wouldn't want my kids to go through at all. So thank you very, very much for what you guys have done in this and raising more and more awareness. I'm going to continue to follow you guys and we're going to continue to do this again, because we have the Red Light Rebellion Daytona 400 coming up here in January. But in the meantime, in between time, when you guys are out there, make sure that when you throw your hashtags out there for things like this, make sure you hashtag Red Light Rebellion and things that you post for Signature Esports. Also, likewise, hashtag Signature Esports into things that we do for Red Light Rebellion, because we want to make sure that we bring all the awareness and we get everybody together as a community.
Thank you so much, Jason, for doing this and spreading the word and using your platform to really make a difference. It's really what it's all about.
It's been awesome to hear and even get to know you a little bit and hear your story of really creating community in a time where most people had that taken away from them, and the chance for people to be a part of something bigger than themselves and really push connection and humanity forward in that element. So yeah, we're definitely honored to be a part of this.
Absolutely. You're part of the SCTV family forever. Speaking of families, Kelly Pointer out there would like to get a logo from y'all and add it to his little stream. So that right there, see, that's more streamers out there. That's the big goal. How can we get these guys in touch with you? Remember, go ahead and give that information one more time, and then I'm going to let you guys go for that. You guys are welcome to continue to watch the race. It's still fun.
It's getting exciting.
Facebook right now, so I'm watching. You can contact us at redlightrebellion.org. Info@redlightrebellion.org is an email address that goes directly to me, or you can hit us up on any of our social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok. And if you DM those platforms, then that goes directly to us as well, and we can connect and help resource you with whatever it is you need to continue to spread the word. We also have a social media kit too that you can even download that has a bunch of graphics and even sample captions and things like that to use as well. So thank you so much for having us. It was really great.
Thank you both. Thank you both very much for coming on, and I appreciate you. Give a wave to all the crowd out there that watches, and we'll let you go from there. Okay.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, guys.
Have a great night, guys.
You as well. Have a great night, and what a great couple. Big peace sign for you, and we do love them and appreciate them. That is Brandon and Brianna Vales, the directors of Red Light Rebellion. This is the Red Light Rebellion Kansas 600. Lawson Peel to the inside. Marion Merenda really trying to hold on. And
he's reeling him in.
He is. He's gonna make that pass right there. Oh, Lawson Peel coming to pit road a little bit. Yeah, I think every time that Mario makes that pass, that's when Lawson is coming back out. So Mario Merenda.
Short pitted this time.
He did. I don't know if he's trying to hope for. Who would have thought that we'd only have one caution this entire race?
I think you just jinxed it.
Who'd have thought? I haven't given out a helicopter award. Oh, Mario, don't get into the wall, buddy. Don't get into the wall.
That was a little scrape there. That was a little body clenching.
Making it interesting, that's for sure. Oh, man, oh, man.
Don't go into the wall. You'll give your mother a heart attack.
Joe Sanchez passes on the inside.
I think that puts him back on the lead lap, Jason.
He's still one lap down. Next.
Oh, is it one more?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm taking that back. Joe Sanchez shown. There's Eddie. There's Joe Sanchez right there. Where in the world did you go, Joe? He is on lap 165 as he crosses the line. So he's still a couple of laps down according to pit cycles, but he's still trying to finish ahead of drivers. I mean, you've got Jake Elrod back there who's in the playoffs. Oh, man. I really wish this thing would have done it. Man. Mario Merenda on pit road. Mario short pitting.
He was not gonna wait. I was not surprised to see him come in. He's on the average been given 2 to 4 laps off of Peel when Peel comes in.
Well, there's the 65 of Roswell Harlow assuming the lead. Zach Rinker there, Shane Wyatt there, Mario Merenda still on pit road. Lane Bullock going to pass him for 4th. Here in just a second. That's going to make that switch right there. Bullock on pit road now. Tony Kivett there in 5th. Roswell Harlow's in the lead.
This could be enough tires to get to the end. 30 to go.
30 to go should be. That was the big thing. Fuel and tires. How long are you going to be able to make it last? This should be the last green flag pit stop for everybody. And I say should, but if it's 15 to go,
Theoretically,
if it's 15 to go, and I'm on the lead lap, you know what I'm going to be doing?
Oh, pitting.
No, yeah. And if there's a caution, I have to if there's a caution. Red Light Rebellion, Kansas 300. We are through 200 miles already, and we are down to just. I mean, we're getting down to the wire. We're almost 29 laps to go. Lap 171 being completed on the back stretch right there. The 65 Lights Out Esports driving the Red Light Rebellion Valhalla project. Speaking of the Valhalla project, that is a project that I support with 110% of my heart as well. The Valhalla project helps educate and prevent military suicides. Every every 22 seconds, a veteran loses their life to overdose or suicide. So that is a big factor to me. So think about that. Or 22 minutes. I'm sorry, not 22 seconds. 22 minutes. It's 22 minutes. I misquoted myself. Lawson Pillory assumes the lead. Mario Merenda, he's just a lap or two off of Lawson Peel. So they're going to be on the same pit cycle.
They're going to be definitely on the same tire strategy at this point. Now it's whether or not are we going to have a caution. This is totally strategy-driven race this time. It's not one of those slugfest who's going to pull out the restart. This has all been about tire strategy, tire management especially.
It's been about cautions in the beginning of the season, and these guys have learned to drive around each other, and they've really made it work. Only one caution, and that really upset a few things early on. But I tell you what, they've made it work. They've made it stick, and for the most part, all but a couple of drivers. Douglas Carlson, the only driver not racing right now. Even Eric Schaefer, who I do believe, Eric Schaefer is still out there driving. He may be 95 laps down, but I think he had a little bit of damage, a little bit of issues before. He was trying to fix that. We're trying to get his internet. iRacing keeps kicking him out and keeps changing a bunch of things on him, so he's been trying to work that out. So iRacing, stop your stuff, keep the servers going.
Yeah, it's unfortunate too with this level of competition to have somebody's hopes for victory be thwarted by connectivity issues. Especially, I feel bad for Sanchez because he has a very strong car right out of the gate for this race.
Oh, there's Zach Rinker. He's up and trying to get a lap back. The 60 going low. I wonder if Mario's going to follow him, going to use that draft, or if he's just going to continue to use that highline, because Mario has now tracked down Lawson Peel and is on a terror. He's trying to earn his way a solid spot.
Oh, here he goes. Here he goes on the inside. He's going to make his move.
Look at that run.
I don't know. You know what though? That was too easy. I think that looked like Peel checked up a little bit.
I think Lawson gave it to him.
Yeah.
He might have been like, you know what, you're a playoff driver. There's still time. I can win this race. There's 25 laps to go. And they're definitely going to make it interesting. The two drivers, Marion, Merenda, Lawson Peel, within a tenth of a second of each other. Both drivers have been very competitive with each other all season long. Red Light Rebellion, thank you for posting in our stream. I appreciate you very much. All of you guys out there, absolutely wonderful. Continue to support, continue to watch, continue to follow all of the platforms out there. We thank you for doing what you do. The 99, the 25, that's going to be the 1-2 right now. Conklin, 18 seconds off. Last car on the lead lap. The guy in front of the 99 right now, Zach Rinker.
You know, every state in the union, Jason, should have a Red Light Rebellion. I mean, that's such a great cause. It's so necessary in this day and age. I wish it wasn't, but it is, and I just think they're doing great work.
I absolutely agree that the ultimate goal that I'd like to see is that this is never a conversation that we have to have, but you know, in the long run, I'm glad to have folks out there like Brandon and Brianna to be able to shed light and education on these issues. The 25 of Lawson Peel getting to the back bumper of the 99. This is all about a win right here. And
speaking of winning, Jason, now a win no longer advances you, correct?
It does not. It advanced you into the round of 16. We used to we had a rules fiasco just a little bit ago as the 20. It looks like Peel checks up just a little bit. Draft going for the 99. We had a rules snafu that made a loophole that we had to actually get rid of in the playoffs. We actually got rid of the bonuses and we got rid of the advancing into the next round for a win. So, which was a shame because I like that kind of strategy, being able to win your way into the next round. But it was the way that it was in the beginning of the playoffs, and then after that, because of technicalities, we had to make sure that we followed our own rules. And but a win right here is still 43 points. That is 43.
Oh, still huge.
Yeah, it's still huge. 43 driver points or 41 driver points. I'm sorry. And those 41 driver points are going to be the factor on whether or not you have to finish, top 10 next week or top 5 next week.
Because next week will be an elimination race at Hampshire, correct?
That's right. Well, not next week. Sorry. We're going to be back after Thanksgiving, so we're going to basically be off.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. So, and then after that, we'll have the championship race there at Homestead. That's going to be in December. Mario up against the wall a little bit right there. 70 Progar going to the bottom. Going to gain a lap back. The 25 gaining some ground right there on the exit of 2.
Get impatient, son. Take your time. Drive your race.
Out front by half a second, 19 laps to go. Mario Merenda, Lawson Peel within striking distance, still just kind of patiently waiting. Maybe not trying to push the boundaries. Lawson Peel that far off of him.
Danny Merenda on the YouTube chat. Danny Merenda chiming in with "Don't run out of gas this time." I think that's because Mario ran out of gas during his burnouts. That last victory that he had.
Yes. Trying to make it 5 wins on the season. The 99 of Mario Merenda. I'm telling you, Quick Trip. You and I have had conversations. I'm going to continue to do this here. I'm going to continue to say it on every stream.
Quick Trip. Don't you want to be the company that says you discovered this guy way back when?
Quick Trip out there. I tell you what, everybody who has a Quick Trip near them, that QT right there, that convenience store, you walk into that convenience store to say, "Oh man, I heard you guys have Mario Merenda driving for you." You don't have to do that, but it'd be fun.
Do you have Quick Trip up by you?
We do, up by the cities, actually, by St. Louis.
There you go. Wonderful place.
Yep. Down here, it's more Casey's than quick trips, but we do have them. We do have the quick trips around here. So
Quick Trip has these taquitos, and they're like narcotics. They're very addictive.
Mario Merenda 1 second out over Lawson Peel. 21 seconds separates he in third place. Top 5 all on the lead lap. Top 6 on the lead lap. Zach Rinker's trying to pull away from Mario so that way he doesn't go a lap down. Mario Merenda 1.2 seconds away from second, trying to just drive it around. 15 laps to go right here at Kansas, Virtual Kansas iRacing Spectacular. Thank you to all of our sponsors out there as we start to wind down the race. Of course, our title sponsor, Red Light Rebellion, Ken MacArthur, and all the guys over there at Rowdy Motorsports, Rowdy Energy, all over their paint schemes. Of course, 46branding.com, Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles, Drinking Bros Racing, TerrellByteKim.au. That is going to be a great website. Go and like them on Facebook as well. F it, let's have a beer. Facebook.com/FILHAB. Go and give Joe some love out there. She's absolutely amazing. Thank you to all
Joe
of
is awesome.
Oh, she's so much fun.
I went to that website. Me and the wife went to that website. I was like, this is cool.
She's absolutely hilarious. Not for the faint of heart. She likes to put memes up there about everything and anything, and she doesn't care who she offends. But she is a very, very protective mama.
There you go.
She is a lovely, lovely lady. And speaking of which, make sure you go to signatureesports.com, hit the shop button. Whoa, little crossover for the 39. I don't think he was ready for that. And got to be careful. Lap traffic still competing.
Yeah, take it easy. That's not for position, Mario.
Just let him go. You're 2 seconds out over the field. You're not gonna have enough time to lap him. Not this time. Joe Sanchez on the hunt, and man, oh man, I feel bad for what happened to his connection.
He has been lightning today.
I believe it was his race to lose, and we were talking about issues and things like that. That's the things that have haunted Joe Sanchez this entire season. Because right now he's running 15th. He is only 2 laps down on the race leader. And that is exactly the kind of things that have been happening to him. You know, just getting wrapped up into something that after leading, 35%, 40% of the race, and then that's kind of do what they have, or it's kind of what he's had to deal with. And right now he's trying to go by Zach Rinker. He's trying to find Brandon Banks. Brandon Banks, if he's going to finish, he quite possibly could finish ahead of Joe Sanchez. 13 seconds ahead of him right now. Michael
and Sanchez an immense talent too. He's really good behind the wheel. He's really smooth.
Super fast driver. But
10 to go.
Mario Merenda is the guy, and right now that is going to be the KSDT CPA 10 to go right here from Kansas. My goodness.
There's something going on with Lawson Peel. I mean, this delta just stretched out to almost 5 seconds.
He's got a heck of a lot of right side damage. I think he might have just kind of settled in and just let him go, try not to fight him. I wonder if he took right sides. No, he didn't take right sides. His pit strategy says 14.82 seconds, so that means he took 4 fresh.
That's a 4-tire stop easily, yeah.
Mario Merenda 14.97 on there, so he lost a little bit of time on his pit stop. Put it on lap 168, 9 laps to go. Round of 2. This is round 3. Round 3 of the playoffs.
I feel like Ned Jarrett when Dale Jarrett was running the Daytona 500.
Right? Here it is, round 3 of the playoffs. Fix that. That was bothering me. Winners can do whatever they want. That quick trip. You bet that's right, Danny, out there on YouTube. You're absolutely right.
Uncle Danny is up there giving some love.
Thank you to everybody out there tuning in each and every week. Tomorrow night, Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series. That's going to be tomorrow evening. And then we're going to have the Signature Esports Road Series. That's going to be a little bit later on tomorrow night. That's going to be after the Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series. I think the Cup Series might be at...
I may have to poke my head in for the road race.
Oh, the road race is fun. It's a lot of fun. 45 minutes of driving, that's all it is. They've got a little bit of practice. It's about an hour broadcast. Tune in tomorrow night. Make sure that you tune in whenever I go live every time, because you might see me gaming as well. You might not just see all the broadcasts and all the streams. You might actually see me gaming. And every time that you guys see me gaming and you donate to the stream or you send stars to the stream, I donate all of that money to a cause. Depending on what cause it is, it's not my pocket. It's all the pockets out there for folks that want to help. We are trying our best to continue to develop programs that help drivers connect and gamers connect as well. Signature Esports, I want that platform to be there, and we appreciate that. Of course, it does take 30 days for Facebook to do that stuff, to give us the stars so we can give it to people, but I don't care. Just do it there, or go to PayPal. There's links for PayPal all over the place and all of our stuff. If you want to be part of our Discord community, we have a Discord out there as well. Search Signature Esports in the Discord community. I believe our Facebook has a link there somewhere, so you can join that. Twitch.tv/Signature Esports. Make sure that you get that a follow if you're on Twitch. And then, of course, if you are hosting the stream, you only make me bigger.
Coming across the line at 4 to go here in our Red Light Rebellion Kansas 300. Mario looking really good. This is his race to lose at this point.
Mason flipping out there, tuning in on Twitch. Appreciate you, my friend. That is Joe Merenda in the booth with me tonight. 4 to go. As you see, all eyes on the Quick Trip 99. Does he make a mistake, or does he just kind of chill out? Roswell Harlow. What happened to Conklin? He was up to third.
Harlow has kind of come out of nowhere.
Harlow and Lowe, Wayne Lowe, up to fourth. He is right there behind Harlow. This is going to give a good points status for Wayne Lowe, because Wayne Lowe is in the playoffs. This is going to put Mario Merenda in first in points in the playoffs. It's going to put Wayne Lowe second in the playoffs. Whoa, Wayne, don't disappear on me.
We didn't see that coming. So, yeah, even, you could be 25 seconds off the pace, but you're still earning major points.
And we're looking at Rinker right there, and Shane Wyatt. That's going to be your top 4 in points by finish. Klinger in fifth.
I think Mario's cracking the throttle a little bit. Not going to mess around with these lap cars with 2 to go.
He's got 6 seconds on Peel. I would just hold on.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to mess with that, Mario.
Let's go, Mario. Everybody says out there, let's go, Mario. Double trouble. Where is double trouble? We're going to look at double trouble, double zero. Still looking good. K to Z, Glassworks, Red Light Rebellion over the side. There is the double trouble of double zero. He's running 15th. Brian Dublé, Mario Merenda comes around.
Merenda taking the white flag. Sorry, Jason, didn't mean to step on you there. Just got a little excited.
The effort, let's have a beer white flag waves right here from Red Light Rebellion, the RLR Kansas 300. 2 more turns as he comes into turn 3. The 99 of Mario Merenda looking to put a 6-second lead and get those points to allow him to take first place going into the playoffs. Checkered flag waves. Merenda wins.
High, wide, and handsome. Merenda across the line for the checkers.
Lawson Peel coming across. He's going to finish second. Harlow in third. And you see some of the guys, all their names are already turned away. It's because they're a lap down. That's how it goes. Harlow right there. Wayne Lowe not far off. Conklin in 5th. Rinker 6th. Wyatt, Kivett, Klinger, Progar. That's going to be your top 10. Mario Merenda coming down the front stretch, and congratulations to Mario Merenda on a fantastic drive. Fantastic drive off. And I absolutely agree. I think that Joe Sanchez was the car to lose, or was the driver that could have driven away from this on his pit strategy and all the issues that he had. It was his race to lose, and Mario Merenda, basically, he just did that same thing. It was his race to lose after it was all said and done.
Sanchez was the class of the field up until he was having his issues. It was really interesting how it shifted, because we were seeing Conklin at one point being a factor. Of course, Shane Wyatt was up there at one point. Lawson Peel always looking fabulous. I mean, he worked his way right up through that field.
He blew it. It literally blew his engine. Here is your Red Light Rebellion KSDT CPA Kansas 300 results. Mario Merenda is going to win right here. The number 99, almost 7 seconds out in front of Lawson Peel, the number 25. Roswell Harlow, the fourth, comes home third. Wayne Lowe in fourth. Sean Conklin in fifth. Zach Rinker, Shane Wyatt, Tony Kivett, Josh Klinger, the number 17. Chris Progar, the number 70. They are going to finish in the top 10. Joe Sanchez, 2 laps down. That's where he's going to end up. He gained a couple of laps back and finally started working his way to the front. Joe Sanchez comes home in 14th. Brian Double Trouble Dublé 00. There he is. First car, 3 laps down in 15th.
Okay, this is the part I was looking forward to.
Eddie Hawks comes home 20th. Matt Jorgensen 22nd. Schaefer in 24th. There's Dan Fowley, Robert Parrott, Douglas Carlson all the way down there. And you see myself and all the help that we have in the back. Of course, it shows me in 28th. It doesn't make any sense at all. Thank you to Cody Kinsey. Thank you to Michael Woolley out there as well. He was part of the race control and, of course, head of VP operations for Signature Esports. Good guy out there. And Joe, thank you very much as well for joining me. We're gonna see. And
are we gonna bring him in?
Oh, we've got to. That's just.
Oh, we gotta do a shout out to Mama Merenda getting on the YouTube chat saying that's my boy.
I think I just I lost Discord for a moment there. Apologize about that, guys. Let's.
That was bizarre.
Yeah, it happens. It likes to update right in the middle of it. There he is, the man himself, the 99, Mario Merenda. Congratulations on the win there, and congratulations on a good pitch strategy there. Right there at the end. You pitted, you short pitted yourself, and you just let yourself finish the race out.
Yeah, I was pitting 7 laps later than Lawson Peel was, and then he would have an 8-second gap, and I would close that in. So if I pitted within 2 laps of him, I would be right there with him on pit exit and would have cleaner tires. So I did that in the last stop, and it was easy to get around him.
Well, the 17-year-old from Tulsa, Oklahoma, your dad's been in the booth with me. He's been cheering you on. He's been doing it. He said he didn't have any favoritism at all, and that's kind of the way it goes.
It was silent. It was silent favoritism on the family text. So Mario, good job tonight on the racing. Excellent, well-timed pitch strategy, and just good job. Way to show the patience there. That was a really great run.
Thank you. Did you mess up at all, Jason? Was it awesome? Awesome broadcast.
It was good. It was good.
So.
It was good. Giving his dad
gotta
some
flack. Gotta make sure he's doing his part.
My son keeping me honest, but I got to give him kudos because he got me the right equipment for tonight as a birthday present. So my brand new boom mic sitting here at my computer, I'm happy.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. Well, make sure you give Quick Trip a spot because we keep talking about Quick Trip.
Yeah, Quick Trip. Still here, still going on strong.
I do it every time, every single time. Congratulations, 5th win of the season for you there, Mario, and good points boost for going into the round of 4. We will see you again here in 2 weeks.
Yes, sir. I'll see you guys after Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. Oh, give your special thing. We got to make sure you give thanks.
Oh, I give thanks to my mom that's out there watching and my teammates that did such an excellent job tonight. And if my Uncle Danny is watching, I finally get to shout out him.
Uncle Danny was lighting up the YouTube chat.
Yeah,
perfect.
He was definitely out there. Definitely.
Grandparent, also, just to let you know, Mario, not to put any pressure on you, the grandparents were watching in Orlando, the siblings were watching in Tulsa and Salt Lake City, and my best friend Ken Ostro watching in Orlando as well. It was a family affair tonight.
Oh, man, I'm glad I won. Dang.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great race. We'll see you at the driver debrief.
Yes, sir.
You can go ahead and move yourself. That'll be fine.
Yep, we'll do.
Mario Merenda wins, and I want to talk to.
Are we gonna talk to Lawson?
I think I want to. I want to see. Is he still? Talking to myself here just a little bit. Lawson Peel, the number 25. Lawson, you had a pitch strategy that was unlike anyone else's, and there for a little bit you were leading. What happened there at the end? Did you just kind of say, you know what, he's a playoff driver, just go and do your thing, or was it just tire wear in that fact?
Absolutely not. I wasn't going to give him anything. I kind of did the math there after the one caution that we had there, and kind of nailed my pit strategy down and stuck to it, and it was working well for me. And I thought I had him. I thought I had his butt beat, honestly, and I made two mistakes there. Came off the pit road for the last stop there and got a little squirrely on the apron before I merged back up onto the track, and that cost me some time. And then I got in the wall there a couple laps after that and allowed him to get by me. And then after that, it was over. I mean, after you got a few laps on the tires, it was really hard to pass. Man, he's fast. Sean's fast. Both those young guys are really fast. And I thought I had him tonight, but I was, I'm not in the playoffs. I was just going to make it a little competition for who could get the most wins this year. And I thought I was going to tie him up there with 4 wins. And unfortunately, I just made a couple mistakes there and let him get the best of me. But it was a great race. Really, I thrive in those long green flag runs there. I just I do better than a lot of restarts. Just when you zone in and kind of get in a rhythm there and just repeat the same thing every lap. So I know it can be kind of boring for a viewer, but for me, that's what I want.
Oh, hey, you know what? It was a great race, and I do know that in the grand scheme of things, that's what we all want. We want to see a good green flag run.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's really what differentiates us out here is drive. Who can get in a rhythm and really over the course of a long run like that, stay fast and be good at the beginning of the run, be good at the end of the run, or have a good strategy there. Restarts are just a crapshoot. Anything can happen, and I know for the viewer, that's probably a little bit more entertaining, but for the driver, I really thrive better in these long green flag runs and green flag pit stops. I nailed the green flag pit stops perfectly tonight, except for that one mistake coming off the pit road on the last one. So I really like doing that. That's a lot of fun, coming in and out and running through those pit cycles and seeing how it all shakes out.
Lawson, Joe Merenda here. You looked really good today. I mean, you looked fantastic. You had solid pitch strategy, and I noticed that you would definitely seem to be set up for the long run. You would start to extend your lead, and then get to a point where Mario would close on you. And I was talking with Jace about it, how the aerodynamics come into play, where somebody could suck right up to you, but then can't pull off the pass. Did you feel that way?
Yeah, absolutely, Joe. I mean, Mario was sort of in the strategy of pitting a couple laps after me there on several of those green flag stops. So I would get out there on him at the beginning of the run, and then he would slowly close in on me. But as he caught up to me, I was just trying to keep him behind me. And, if he was going to pass me on the bottom, more power to him. I was going to let him have it, but I just was trying not to give him the top there. That seemed to work well for me there up until that last run when I made that mistake. And he was able to just start out that last run a little closer to me there. And then when I hit the wall, he shot through the bottom on 1 and 2 there. And after that, that was over. I mean, I wasn't going to get him after that with him having a lap or 2 fresher tires.
Well, it was definitely a great race and a great run. P2 still, I mean, you still have two races left here after the holiday break. You'll be able to try to tie him still. You can go out and win the last 2.
Yeah, I'm going to try. That's what I'm out here for. So
I got you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And prepping for next year.
Yeah, definitely. 2021 is coming up real quick. Kelly Poinier, you are giving you a shout out to actually one of your favorite drivers, one of his favorite drivers out there. So you've got fans. So keep it up. Keep up the good work, and make sure you give your shout outs out.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Kelly, and thank y'all for putting on a good show. And I think this is a great cause. We were putting on the race for this week, the Red Light Rebellion, and raising awareness for child sex trafficking. That's definitely something that's just awful and needs to be, gotten under control in our country. And hopefully, everybody can kind of be aware and make their kids aware and raise awareness for that.
Absolutely fantastic. And not just the cause, but your drive today. You just absolutely wonderful. 27-year-old from Columbus, Mississippi. There is Lawson Peel P2 for the day, and congratulations, my friend, once again.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for putting on a great show.
Oh, you as well.
Thanks, Lawson.
Well. We need to Actually, Lawson, you'll have to move yourself for whatever reason. Discord did an update, and I can't move anybody. It's just the way it goes.
The technology just got it in for you tonight, Jason.
It does. You know what? It worked out better than yesterday. That's for sure. I think it's just the way it is. Roswell Harlow is going to be up next. He's going to be the last but not least driver we talked to. I wanted to talk to Joe Sanchez, but I kind of want to talk to Roswell. Roswell is going to be a driver that is coming into the next season, 2021 season, as a driver that's going to be very competitive, and it shows. He's driving for Lights Out Esports and GME in kind of a bunch of different series, but Roswell comes home P3 today, and a driver that not only won the Wheel and Modified series for Signature Esports, but definitely has the capabilities to, I think, one, hold a team, and also be able to drive for a championship. Lawson, congratulations on that P3 finish today. Or Roswell. I said Lawson. I looked at his name, and I was looking at your name. Roswell.
All good, man. No, yeah, thank you. That was a lot of fun. Ran into a small issue kind of midway through the race, just a lapper trying to move out of the way as I was trying to move around him. And just gave us a little bit of aero damage. Just had to come down and get it fixed on the next stop. But that kind of took us out of contention for the win. But definitely, definitely still a really fun race. Got the damage fixed and really played the long game there. Worked our way up. Just each pit cycle going from say 8th up to up to 6th up to finally 3rd. Really. Man, that was some hard work, but that was a lot of fun.
Definitely a lot of fun. We appreciate you guys putting on a good show, especially, one caution, no helicopter word. Like, it took all my fun out. You guys need.
You were dying to use that helicopter tonight.
Every single time.
And we came close a few times. At least from what I could see, there were a couple of guys that had little moments around me. I know Brandon and Shane got into it together a little bit at one point, but. Yeah, no, that was. I know it's probably not as exciting for the fans, and for you guys, it probably gets a little dry.
No.
But I'll tell you what, as a driver, man, that's what you live for right there. Is that one or no caution race, and just put the hammer down, see who really is the better driver.
Roswell, I wanted to ask you, with such a long run like that, what do you think is a key to success at a track like Kansas?
So the big thing there is at Kansas is just being patient, and it's not just being patient around the guys around with it really, a lot of it is going to come down to where you want to run that line. So you can run the bottom and you can run it flat out for probably 10 laps around Kansas, right? And you're going to gain a ton of time doing it, but you're going to blow that right front off, and then the car is just going to fall on its face. So it's really. The name of the game at Kansas is the long run, and that's how you're going to make it, make it to victory lane around there for sure.
Well, it was definitely a great race and a great drive off. I know that you have a lot to look forward to when it comes to 2021, when it comes to Signature Esports and the drive off you had there. And but I want you to talk about Valhalla because you and I are advocates for there. And speaking of mental health and mental awareness and what's going on there. We've got the Red Light Rebellion, the cause that we're doing today, but also kind of ties into the Valhalla project.
Yeah, so my main sponsor is the Till Valhalla project. They're actually it's a clothing and apparel company, and they sell all sort t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, ball caps, you name it, they probably got it. But they donate. I want to say it's something like 75% of the proceeds. It's a good solid percentage. I'll have to talk to them about the exact number. I haven't yet. But they donate a ton of money to Mission 22, which is entirely centered around just getting veterans the help they need. Getting veterans somebody to talk to, a place to go. Just going so far out of their way to try and limit that 22 veterans a day that we lose every single day. And they just passed a really big milestone at $500,000, and they're just going all out for it. So really, really happy to have them on board. Really happy to be on board with them.
Well, absolutely fantastic cause, the Till Valhalla project, and you know, we all care about it. Speaking of which, I want to make sure that I thank you for what you're doing out there and congratulate you once again for a P3 finish. But you need to give the rest of those people a shout out as well.
Yes, sir. So I also have to thank Millie Mermaid Strove, my good friends, Etsy store. Just got them on the car. My Snap-on rep, of course, is always Tim Wilson. Big thank you to him. Thank you to the race organizers here. That was, that's one hell of a program, one hell of a company, if you will. Red Light Rebellion. It's something that doesn't get talked about near enough, and it really should be. But that being said, I also have to thank, of course, my brother, my folks, my amazing girlfriend Sarah. Without all of these people, I could not do what I do week in and week out. And again, thank you to Signature Esports, Jason, Race Controllers. Thanks to all of them.
Absolutely fantastic race, Roswell Harlow the fourth. My man, you drove it to third, and you know what? You gained one more spot.
Heck of a run.
Yeah, thank you. I'll take a third here. We'll see you guys at Loudon. It's home track, baby.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys then. Roswell Harlow gets into it and has a lot of fun. Roswell, I have to have you move yourself because Discord's doing stupid things again.
And four.
Alrighty. So, last but not least, I want to, because we've talked about very sensitive things out there. We've talked about very, very heartfelt things. I'm going to make sure that we mention once again that get a hold of Red Light Rebellion if you want to be a part of their community and you want to be a part of their impact and you want to stand up for the children and stand up for this cause, because sex trafficking is not something that people like to talk about. We hear it on the news, we see it in scandals and things of that, and you never know when it's going to be impactful to your life. So make sure that you get out there, redlightrebellion.org/donate. Donate to the cause. Set up something with them. If you want any of the marketing tools, they put it in our stream. Make sure that you get out there and you support this group, because the Brandon and Brianna are they are the voices and the faces and the educators, but it takes a community to make an impact. Also, suicide prevention hotline. If you or anybody anybody that is contemplating or may attempt suicide, make sure that you get out there. The suicide prevention hotline is 1-800-273-8255 or 1-800-273-TALK. Make sure that you utilize that hotline. If you want to talk to anybody, you can talk to me. I'm all good for it. I'm not a professional. Joe's the professional. Just saying, Joe Merenda.
Actually, it's funny. I wanted to piggyback off of that because it's so important, because I've counseled veterans, a couple just recently, who were dealing with drug addiction, suicidal thinking. My most recent veteran did 4 combat tours in Iraq, Afghanistan, Army Ranger, and he went through it. And last year, 2019, we lost more soldiers to suicide than we did combat operations or training deaths combined. And this is a serious situation, just as serious as what Red Light Rebellion is standing for. And Jason, I got to tell you, Red Light Rebellion, people watching this broadcast right now from across the country, call them. This is not just the greater Phoenix area thing. These guys can help you. If you want to do something like this, you want to get into activism in your area, call them. They can help guide you.
Absolutely. I'm going to put you guys bear with me. I'm going to put I have to put it up here, because if you don't put it up here, it doesn't count. The suicide prevention hotline, we want to talk about that. Since we've talked about it, I want to make sure that I put it up on the screen. It takes me just a second. I want to make sure that for those who are hearing impaired watching the stream, because we do have closed captioning available, I want to make sure that you guys can see it. So I will put that up in just a second. I got to make sure I verify it, because I have to put it up there. I have to. It's just like
You have to.
It's the
Do it.
It's the one thing that you have to do.
Just do it.
Alrighty, so it's going to come up bottom of your screen right there. There it is, Suicide Prevention Hotline, 1-800-273-8255 or TALK, TALK, 1-800-273-8255. Also, make sure you get a hold of Red Light Rebellion on Facebook. Roddy Motorsports, thank you very much for having teams out there in iRacing that do what they do. And Ken MacArthur, big special thank you out there. To everybody out there, all of the sponsors, SETV fanatics, Signature Esports followers, continue to grow, continue to prosper. For myself, Joe Merenda, we're going to sign off for the night, and we will see you tomorrow.